What's going on?
Hey man, what it do? What it do? How you doing this evening?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good, man. You feel me? Happy to be here. Young Z High Life. How you making out tonight, man?
Yeah, man. I appreciate you being here, man. I definitely appreciate it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? You reached out, we put it in motion. You know what I'm saying? To get an exclusive tonight, right here. You heard me?
Yeah, man. I tell everybody who I bring on here, like, doing this is because people that we been fans of for a long time. A lot of people who I'm cool with just like to see and talk to them and hear their story, because for us, middle school, high school, college, this is what we was on, and it shaped a lot of people, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
heavy to the culture, what you and a lot of other rappers are doing during, that y'all careers. So I just want to tell you that, man, we appreciate it, and we just like to have a good time. So
Major shout out to VA, man. Major shout out to VA, everybody in the surrounding areas. You feel me? That whole DMV, but major shout out to that DMV, that VA, you know what I'm saying? Virginia, for just being unique, you know what I'm saying? Being super unique with their own culture and their own flavor and their own respect, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's y'all for sure too. New Orleans is with the culture, y'all invented jazz, you know what I mean? Like food, all that. Y'all got it all.
Well, you got to start from somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that the culture was able to reach and connect with all our people the way it should, to bring us together, to keep that drip the way it's supposed to be, that seasoning on deck. You feel me? That seasoning, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, I mean, especially, coming from New Orleans, born and raised, you know what I mean? So real quick, if you want, we can just start from the beginning real quick, just the early on, Holly Grove. I know I heard you talk very, very highly of Holly Grove, and how you do a lot just to show love to where you came from.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm born and raised in Holly Grove, you know what I'm saying? I grew up 4 houses from where bounce music was invented. You feel me? The same music that Drake, Chris Brown, a lot of people are using on a more nationwide level. Outside of bounce, they pulled it and gathered those resources from my block, 4 houses from where I was born. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like a whole sound was invented. 4 houses, like 1, 2, 3, 4 houses over. You feel me? At a club, Ghost Town.
Yeah. So when you around that time though, you was trying to rap kind of like serious rap, like serious with the bars, but bounce music was heavy, so it was kind of, you know what I mean, like trying to get in with that style of rap, and everybody wanted to hear the bounce music.
That's real. It wasn't easy, because I mean, it's just like saying you go somewhere and everybody want to hear, want to hear ABCs. You feel me? And you come through there, yeah, but 1, 2, 3, you're like, man, shut that shit down. Shut that shit down. We want them ABCs in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? So I think like that's just what it was, man. People was caught onto that frequency, and they wanted it how they wanted it. And if you didn't give it to them, next.
Yeah.
Click, change. You know what I'm saying? Look. Change. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was interesting, man, like your upbringing. I mean, just when you put it all together, from your grandma owning all the real estate to your dad with the bar, and y'all just really owning stuff out here. And you think about it, at that time, a lot of people really wasn't doing nothing like that.
Nah, a lot of people were raised differently, you know what I'm saying? Like, I come from an entrepreneur spirit of a family. Everybody just was go-getters, you know what I'm saying? Like, my uncles, they were carpenters, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother property had a barroom. There was the bus lady that brought you to school and shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
So we did all that type of stuff. My auntie made plates, and my mom did hair, you hear me? You just name it, man. Everybody just multitasking. But at the end of the day, the culture was the richest thing that we could ever have outside of having each other. So, it just set a different tone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you treat it as such, you may act as such.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at the movie. I'm not gonna be a guy that's gonna be saying referencing, fake parts of history and stuff. I'm just gonna give you examples of stuff that somebody took the time to recreate because they wanted this picture shown.
Right.
whether it's fact, false, just the fact they took time and energy to recreate this. You feel me?
Yeah.
So on the show, the movie Lion King, right? Simba was born, on some. He the prince. You feel me?
Right.
So if he the prince and son, this is all the pride land. We run all this shit. You feel me?
Right.
You feel me? And I want to let you know, ain't nothing fucking with you from here to here, or they got an answer to your daddy, because we don't play about that shit around here. You feel me?
Right.
A certain level of respect. Trust me. You feel me? And it's not about ishing on nobody that's out in that pride that ain't lions.
Yeah.
But this who you is. You feel me?
Right.
So act accordingly.
And see, and what's so crazy about it with y'all, like in New Orleans, y'all had so much talent, like in that one area, because I heard you talking about how, with the promoter, what's his name, Ghost?
Ghost
the
Town.
promoter?
Ghost Town.
Ghost
His
Town?
name was Ghost. Name is club was Ghost Town.
Okay, and you said that you saw a lot of different big name rappers and stuff coming in and out of there, right?
Yeah, man. Tim Smooth, Run DMC, Public Enemy, Cash Money Click from New York. That's not even mention the people that were locally had huge success. You feel me? Shout out to D-Lo Diamond Man and Jury by Diamond Man. You hear me? Where I got the Sleepy Bear piece at. You feel me? For all your jury needs when y'all want that Zaza, not that Looney Tunes. You feel me? And shout out to Ghost Town, his whole family. You feel me? That was the first record concert promoter I knew that was on my street. What I'm trying to tell you, in my life, I was meant for this. You feel me? I was meant for this. I couldn't run from this. Like, this was the inevitable.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So seeing Run DMC at the height of their career, you know what I'm saying? Seeing Public Enemy at the height of their career. You feel me?
Did you interact with them? Like, did you talk to them and stuff?
Of course, man. Of course, man. You talking to a kid that when hip hop just burst and I was.
Do you remember any of the?
I don't know. Chuck D followed me on Twitter. Maybe he remember me. Maybe he did so. He might be a avid hip hop, Southern rap listening, and you know what I'm saying. Whatever it is, I'm grateful that the universe put us aligned up for that. But he reached me, Fear of a Black Planet on cassette. You feel me? So this I'm trying to tell you. How could I not?
And you see, I'm bouncing around a little bit. And one of the things that really caught me was when you were talking about you were at the getting your oil changed. You heard of George Michael. To me, stuff like that. I mean, I'll let you tell it. Mm-hmm. I'll let you tell it.
I was a guy like when with Master P, Percy Miller, Uncle, what up? When he went to play ball, I think that was a little bit around the time that I was left with a lot of responsibility to do a lot of hooks. Where Pete would do hooks at No Limit Records. So what happened was, what I do was, I'm vibing all day. I'm just chilling. I go to the Lexus dealership, you feel me? I got a Lexus LX470. I go to get the oil change, you feel me? They ain't let me get the loaner. You heard me? They're only supposed to let you get the loaner, but because I'm in the uniform, I had to wait to get all that green light, you feel me?
Right.
So I step outside the dealership under the carport, and they got surround sound, got some music out there, whether it's jazz, whatever, right? I'm out there by myself. They take the truck. I'm waiting, and all I hear is, and I was like, I knew the song. I was like, damn, I heard that in a minute. Man, that shit sounds so good. You know what I'm saying? So out of nowhere, bro, I thought about Mac. I know we were recording on Mac album Shell Shock. You feel me?
Yeah.
And they just hit me, bro. I just had this like, like to be hit by lightning, and then it hit me, man. And I was just like, so all I saw was in the streets. Life ain't always guaranteed. Some of this ain't for you and me, but it's a ghetto waltz to beat all you can be. Man, I ran to the studio, got my Laurel change, you feel me? Bolted to the studio to a moment and say, bro, I know we just did If I Don't Gotta, and I know we did All I Know, so we got a little signature sound coming together with me and Moby Dick and Beats by the Pound, right? I said, I need you to redo this joint right here. I need you to put the in the background to let people know, like, oh, this is the same texture, when they get together to make these vibes, like If I Don't Gotta, All I Know, and Be All You Could Be. So we did that, man. It just so happened there was a hit from Mac. You feel me?
Now,
And,
now, when that song came out, was that a long time after when y'all were early on, when y'all made that 5 hollow points with Mia X? Was that a long time?
nah, that song happened after. 5 Hollow Points is more rapping up on Ladylike, I believe. You feel me? Mia letting us, me, Mac, Ken Abel, get up in there, let us cut loose on the song with each other. You feel me? So that's what came from that. And that, man, we did Be All You Could Be. I mean, there's one of their family already out. I'm #1 on Billboard.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was way down the line.
Yeah. You know,
so I jumped ahead. Yeah, I jumped ahead with that because when I heard it, I said in my head, because I know you was talking about with the old school Earth, Wind and Fire and all that coming up.
Yeah.
So I put it together like you got the old school background, you rapping you with No Limit, and you put it together.
You got to. That was the collaboration. That was one thing I used to commend P and Beats by the pound about, because at the end of the day, it was a formula. If all else fails, to do something great. And we had a nice little system. And, you know, I got some great advice. I don't see a lot about the No Limit whole existence. I got a lot of great advice out of a lot of things, whether it was good days, bad days, unexplainable days, weird days. I got a lot of great advice out of it, not only being in the thick of it, you know what I mean, but music-wise on how to put together projects. Now, I know a lot of people are different nowadays as far as how they put together their projects, how they record, you know, but at the end of the day, they got a system if you stick to, you feel me, that if you scratch off a certain list of things, if you're looking to accomplish, you can put together a nice project and learn to be able to put out music more on a consistent basis. You feel me?
Right. I saw that No Limit Chronicles, man. That when y'all had it was a 4-part series, something like that.
It was a 5-part series.
5-part.
It was a 5-part series. It was a 5-part series, and it was each part of the series was 1 hour.
Okay.
So 5 episodes broken up to be able to get a total of 5 hours, and each one was an hour. You know what I mean? And 3 and 4 is where I shine. You know what I'm saying? Well, I told my little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Did my little thing. You know? So yeah, man. It was kicks. You know, I knew a lot of that material, a lot of that content existed, and I knew people that had some of that content that would not give up. So I knew they was holding that shit for something. They was holding it to get paid or some shit.
Yeah.
It really was, fam. Like, it's crazy, bro. People film you, don't ask you your permission about your likeness and nothing, fam, and you pop up. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's good to an extent, man, because as you can see, I just steadied the path. You know what I mean? I'm of course I'm evolved like anything, but I steadied the course. I was me, and gonna continue to be me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So how was that when and you know, I kind of knew about it, but I didn't know the whole story about it. You know, from New Orleans to California. You know what I mean? Like back and forth like that. So was that kind of just hey, look, we need you in Cali. Come fly out here, or how did that kind of evolve into that whole situation once y'all was coming? Was it all Mia X or?
Nah. When we recorded, we ended up going to Baton Rouge. We went to the capital, Louisiana. I didn't just go automatically to California until it was time to really get busy. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, we could kind of like micromanage what we're doing in our main office in Baton Rouge. You feel me? So once it got popping. You know, it was time to go to Houston, to go take the pictures for the artwork. Pixel, you feel me? You know, it's dying, you traveling a little bit, you feel me? The next thing you know, you look up, you get your tank. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, you look up, you're being flew to Cali for Murder Dog magazine interviews and pictures. Next thing you know, you're going to Priority Records. Feel me? This Fiend, this Mac, you heard me, it's Canaan, hey, it's that new, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then that whole thing come, and then, you feel me? If you nurture great talent, if you nurture something, you're gonna get awesome response. That's what's anything. You know, if you nurture something, if you nurture evil, how can it not succeed? You
Right,
feel me?
right.
So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I looked at it like, man, like that's how you put it down. You feel me? That's exactly
yeah.
how you put it down, and that's what we did, bro. We planted a seed and went crazy. And I mean, I went out there. I think the first video I shot was "Been So Long," trying to make it with Young Bleed and Percy Miller. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that was, man. It just could, you know, from there it changed as far as getting into the mix of, okay, now you're in the business of getting in front of a huge fan base and the people
Right.
start liking you for you and the test
Was it a
results
lot?
come. Yeah.
Was it kind of overwhelming though?
It was overwhelming at times, you feel me? On some instances, you know, being on the streets, you know, feeling like you do what you want when you want. But for the most part, it wasn't bad. You feel me? It wasn't bad. What can get overwhelming is that people always think you got money. People always think you don't have no problems. People always think your bills always paid. People always thinking you're looking at $1,000 like $1. You know, people, you know, do that. You feel me? But hey, man, if people see you on the you know, the big dummy tube, you know what I'm saying, on the Truman Show, and they
Yeah.
see you like this and just think that just as how it is, how could they not? They're not
Right,
promoting
right.
the other sides of the barrel of this, you feel me?
Right, right. The true story was different than a lot of people actually
Well,
realize.
it's a balance. It's a balance. You know, think about this. You know, in the relationships, you remember some of the good, you remember some of the bad.
Right.
You might have walked out of a relationship thinking it was all bad. The next thing you know, a year or two go by, you was like, shit, you know, she wasn't that bad, bro. I was really making things hard. You think about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you never know, you feel me? So I look at it like I went to No Limit University and I ended up just doing some of my diploma. I went to one of the hardest colleges to make it in the music business ever, period, on earth.
Yeah, yeah,
In
yeah.
any era, you feel me?
That was deep.
You feel me? So I went through that, you heard me, and that's what I did. You feel me? Like I kept going with my move, and by the grace of God and the ancestors and universe, I just kept going. I just couldn't sulk in what ain't.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but I think it was legendary though. So it's one of those things where it has, you know, even though it has its ups and downs, like at the end of the day, it's legendary. And even to this day, y'all could go out somewhere as No Limit. You could go out somewhere with 3-6. You could go out somewhere by yourself, and people will be like, "Yo, that's Fiend. That's 3-6 Mafia. That's No Limit." You know what I'm saying? That's all that. So I think that as a career, your career is just shining because you know you linked up with all these different organizations and they all still rock with you. You know what I'm saying? That just shows that you know you had good character on top of the talent.
Hey, you know, outside of the music, you still gotta be who you is.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I wasn't perfect. I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? You at work every day. You want to work. You want to get to it. You know what I'm saying? You want to make some moves happen. So, you know, you want to keep up or you want to stay ahead of the game. And with
Yeah.
amazing producers like Beats by the Pound, with amazing marketing people like Percy Miller, with amazing A&R support like me at XKLC Beats by the Pound, with amazing friend support, brotherhood support like Corey Miller and McKinley Phipps, it made it easy. You know, it made it easy to put your chest out and be the best you could be all you could be, you feel me?
Is that? I mean, I know you came up with you know Mac, and I think you came up with Cain and Abel too, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, we all come from the city. Ken and Abel moved from New York. So we got
Yeah.
together when they were a little, when they was getting ready to go to college, is when we got together. But we always remained solid, you know what I'm saying? And we got with each other early and went to working and we just went to making music. We just hit it off. And I got in the studio doing some writing with them and stuff. And it was just pop.
Yeah.
And then they also had the first situation of sitting down with an up and coming No Limit Records independent label to work on Seven Sins with No Limit. You know what I'm saying? And I was there doing a little writing and vibing. Then I don't believe I was on the project, you know, or maybe I could have been, or maybe the project before that, but I've been working with Cain and Abel
Right.
maybe their first year at Xavier University, maybe it's the first, second year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so then on No Limit, you got close. I mean, you have been close with Mia X and Cain and Abel and Matt. So I remember I saw you was talking about some of the, once y'all started going on tour after the success of There's One in Every Family,
Mm-hmm.
and then y'all was on tour and stuff. Some of the stuff you talked when you was in Europe and Germany. That was some of that stuff I had never heard with the whole getting had to go to the back and all that.
Yeah. Well, that was a unique story. You know what I'm saying? Being out there traveling overseas with Snoop Dogg, overseas, and it was maybe October, November. You know what I'm saying? Could have been early in November, you did. And I remember going through Germany. Certain parts was going through Germany. You know, the racism was so heavy and the checkpoints, they had to lock us up in the back of the tour bus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Supposed to be quiet. Don't do no moving around. They're just gonna tell the people they're just transporting equipment and stuff on the tour. You know what I'm saying? And that's all was in the tour bus. Yeah, man, locked us up. You know, he had the key, locked it up, told the guards they couldn't open where we was at. We had to be quiet, turn the TV off, just be quiet.
I mean, outside of that, was everything cool though? Because that was surprising to me, just the fact that they took that far a measure, like it might pop off.
Hey, think about it. We who's to say what could have happened? You know, and who's to say I even still be here? You know, what was going on over there, but we got through the checkpoint. Things were positive, and it was another incident in Lyons, France, where a riot broke out at a concert. You know, they was doing a mosh pit, kicking and all that, and we had to shut that down. Remember, some kids jumped on stage. We threw their ass off stage, and remember they shut this thing down, bro. Turning and flipping over the police cars and shit.
Damn.
Like, I'm saying, yeah, bro. Lyons, France.
Yeah. Now you know, I thought it was interesting also. So, you know, fast forward, you know, you did the No Limit. Now you out, independent, but you also said you learned how to produce. You know, and that was with KLC, right? You started getting.
Well, shout out to Ice Mike, KLC, Jazz, DJ Jazz. Shout out to Sugar Bear, Beats by the Pound all together, man. Shout out to DJ Needles, Swiss Beats, a gang of people that allowed me a chance of teaching me a few pointers. Shout out to Dave Tanner, you know what I'm saying, that made me a mean SOB on the drum machine. I produced a gang of stuff like Jadakiss, featuring Young G's and stuff, featuring Hurricane Chris, 8-Ball, a gang of people, man, and still producing to this day, you heard, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man, because so you took that and you could do it yourself now. So, you know, Can I Burn, you doing it yourself at this point.
Yeah, Can I Burn, I've been producing for the longest, you know. Don't think about it. It just takes me a little bit longer because I may overthink a few little projects, a few vibes, but I just in my head that I produced a track recently I put out on called Hard to Breathe.
Yeah.
You know, it's a nice little vibe, just talking about what's going on.
Right.
Systemically, what's going on to this day. A lot of unjust stuff, just to check in, you know what I'm saying, to get some stuff out of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be sitting at home letting that type of stuff build up on soldier, you feel me?
Yeah. So now when you jumped over to with 3-6, was y'all kind of doing some production together when y'all linked up with Juicy and Paul?
Man, believe it or not, I had did a feature. Zebron had was working on something, do a song with 3-6, and what happened was he was talking about going to Memphis, and they overheard I was at the studio by KL. So Paul was like, you know, put him on the phone. We chopped it up. I went out there. We did some business. I told KL to come with me.
Yeah.
We were enrolled out there, and then we did the song off of When the Smoke Clears, 3-6 Mafia album. And then I got the opportunity to come back. And them boys, we was talking about when they had a show in the House of Blues in New Orleans. I was talking about, let's do an album together, you feel me? So we were supposed to get together Monday, start on the album, 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah.
3-6 Mafia. Monday, I ain't hear from him. Tuesday, I showed up in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Where y'all at? You heard me? Paul was like, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? man, goddamn, you outside, bro? I said, yeah, I'm outside, man. Let's do that. Oh, man, I really mess with y'all, and I'm serious. He's like, dog, I'm so happy you showed up, bro. That's what's up. So he took all the beats he had from, I think, When the Smoke Clears.
Right. No. It won't When the Smoke Clears. It was Unbreakables, I think.
Thank you for that. It was he took the beats for the Unbreakables, and he pulled. I'll never forget. He opened up like a little briefcase, and he pulled out some beats on some CDs. He said, "Man, look, we're gonna use these bitches right here." You heard me? Got with 3-6, did 8 songs the first night, did the rest of the project the next day. You heard me? Went to Nashville, did a show with them just to make sure we come back and finish the project. You heard me?
Right.
On the third day, you know what I'm saying? Let there be light. You feel me? Shout out to Shia 13, Shia 13. Not ignoring you whatsoever, love. We're doing an interview. We appreciate the love so much. So let me
shout out to everybody.
Let me send some love back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter how many people on here, baby. It matters if the right people on here. So I hope the people volume on here don't stop you from being who you are, because it ain't gonna stop us from being who we is. You dig? So let Cook
exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta see. So the thing is, it's been going crazy on YouTube. Like on the ones I put up there, like the Project Pat one had like 900 some comments. So like, and even with you, like people, when you go see it, like when it goes on there, I'm talking about these people know they're like, yo, you should have asked them about this song, like, you know, from the very beginning.
It's all good. Sometimes, man, people, it's like parties, bro. You can promote to them all year long. So they're going to be like, yeah, I'm fucking with you. Yeah, I'm fucking with you. And then they come to the day of it, and then it's too much preparation. Me and my partners be on this here. A day in advance, it's up. Or the you know, is up. Because if they're going to mess with it, they're going to mess with it. And they won't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, it's all good. We live and we learn. But at the end of the day, trust me, don't worry about how many people. Worry about that the right people on there.
That's real. That's real. That's 100% real.
Yeah.
Now, so okay, so you had a 3-6, and by the way, to me, like that Touched Wit It, that Unbreakables, that was super hard. The intro to it when he was like, "We're gonna head up to Memphis.
We're gonna head up I-9. We're gonna head up I. We're gonna meet Paul by the Walgreens." You know?
That was too hard. That was too hard, man. So you had a 3-6, then you jumped up there with Rough Ryders for a second. And I know you talked about that, and they had their chronicles too, which is crazy. Y'all both was on there.
Yeah, I was surprised I wasn't on theirs, but I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? Because I was there for a very pivotal moment when Dean had gotten into the accident. Yeah, that's right. When the area when I was recording at Powerhouse in Yonkers, New York.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, but there wasn't a lot of video footage of me, like, you know what I'm saying? But I was there. I was there. I was signed for 4 years. I live in New York, straight up on Uptown.
Okay, so this might be unknown info there, because if you was in with Rough Ryders, because I
was signed a Rough Rider for 4 years.
I haven't heard nothing about the Rough Ryders days. Can you tell us some stuff? Because I'm telling you, I've been looking. I ain't seen nothing about it. So if you could, can you tell us?
The signing the Rough Rider, I was already doing my thing independently with my own imprint, Fiend Entertainment, Fiend Digital. We ended up linking up. You know, it was a great fit. I had no real reconciliation of what I could do with No Limit. It wasn't negative. It's just there was no clarity. So I mean, I couldn't tell the bill collector, "Hey man, I want you to, hey man, nah, don't turn my lights off. I want see if somebody answer me from over here." You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't get the clarity I needed, and I wasn't going to point my finger at a person. So I just kind of kept busy. That was a small misinterpretation of myself. I didn't just pack up and go because of, you know, like I wanted to be with the what's the boy, the motorbike gang. You feel me? Nah, man, I didn't get no clarity. As a business person, as an artist, as a human being, I didn't get no clarity on what were we doing tomorrow. having a woman that was 8 months pregnant asking me how we gonna eat.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So any man gonna do what? He gonna pick up his rifle and he gonna pick up his bag and he gonna go hunting for food. So yeah, so that's what happened. Like, you feel me? I didn't have no type of some type of unworthy discharge or something. It's, you know, everybody gonna recollect what they recollect, but that was what it was. I went to New York, man. I lived in a hotel for like 2.5 years. Maritania, shout out to Maritania Hotel next door to the Letterman show, the late night show. I lived in a hotel for 2.5 years, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's a long time.
That's crazy, right? Then I moved to
That's
Yonkers for a year.
How was that though? Like,
it was dope. It was dope. It made me a
what years was this?
I'm gonna say this had to be like 2001, 2, something like that, maybe 2003.
Okay, so I'm trying to think about Rough Ryders during that time. When did DMX joints come out? I'm trying to think of the years. I should know this.
I honestly, DMX came out when There's One That Family and Street Life came out, 98.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Once I dropped, then X came out.
So what was Rough Ryders going around that time? Who was out there?
Oh, they was killing it. You know, they was getting ready to drop the Styles Project. You heard me?
Okay.
Eve Project. And we just went to talk, and it was like X is being more into movies. How would you love to come over here and just, you know, like take over?
Oh, okay, it's that time. Okay, I see.
Yeah, man. It was like, how would y'all like to come over here? And me and my dad was like, it sounded like something we can do. So we got with Rough Rider with intentions of changing the world, of putting that East Coast marketing promotion to the world, along with this Dirty South, something serious. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, just unfortunately, D got into an accident, and he was the person that was involved with all that music as an A&R. So if he didn't approve it to come out, it probably didn't come out because he gave it last year's, and unfortunately, he got into a very bad motorbike accident.
Yeah. That was crazy, man. I saw, and even when they was talking about it on the Chronicles, because Eve said the same thing. She said he was important to her, you know, musical production and everything like that. So she said, you know, when he got into that accident, it messed her up too. So I believe it, man.
It was bad, and they are a very, very strong family. A very strong, tight-knit family that believe in keeping things together. So they wasn't moving. When their brother got hurt, everything shut down. You know,
right.
The motivation was to totally, you know, to make sure that he got right and got recovered properly. You feel me?
Right. So
I learned a lot from the tribe of Shabazz. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from these people, man. I learned a lot from 3-6 Mafia. I learned a lot from New York. I learned a lot, bro. And it just turned my hustle up a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And I know people are gonna say, man, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm right where I need to be, man. Like, I'm a father, I'm a husband. Like, you feel me? I'm a son, I'm the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? You hear me? Yeah, so I'm right where I need to be. My dad told me this before he died. He was like, son, if they had social media and all these type of things while you were going through what you was going through, maybe you'd have been something like a Tupac or something. He said, but I wouldn't have wanted that for you. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want the media to know my son during all his trials and tribulations as a young man finding himself. You know what I'm saying? To be trying to figure yourself out in the system. You heard me? So that left it real upon me, and I got a chance to see a lot of do's and don'ts about a lot of multi-million-dollar CEOs, from the Birdmans, the Slims, the Tony Drapers, the Lil J. J Prince Rap a Lot, Tribe House, Luke Skywalker. I got a chance to see a lot of things head on. You know what I'm saying? People forget, like, UGK were my friends before I became music associates with these people. You feel me? I was a young dude in the game, ride passenger seat, backseat around all these grown-up players. You feel me? So I just had a more first-hand experience on this rap shit to be able to get it all, get the game for real. Like, you feel me? And determine what I was going to do. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, one, you can't be weak, you feel me? And you can't take everything personal. Nobody has a record like myself in this business because I chose different things. You know what I'm saying? I chose different things. I didn't have to throw salt to get here because all my meals were seasoned properly. You feel me?
Right.
So to this day, I'm no better than the next man. I just know my blessings are perfect. I ain't. You feel me?
Right.
So I just kept it like that. You heard me? And here I am today. You feel me? I'm healthy. I feel good. I'm young. I'm constantly making music. I'm in my kids' life, my wife's life, my mother's life. You know, I got a cousin just come home for doing 12 years in a bid. It could have been 1,200 years. You feel me? Like people don't. I don't throw everything out there because I mean I don't know. At the end of the day, most people don't care. But for those who do care, they're getting it here exclusively on your vibe right here tonight on Z Highlight. You heard me?
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. And one person I know that you mentioned a lot that you speak very highly of is Musa.
For sure. That's my brother, man. Over 30 years of friendship and brotherhood, man.
Yeah, so I got a friend like that too, my boy Isaiah. We've been friends since elementary school. So every time I see you mention him, I could tell like, yeah, that's your guy right there.
Yeah.
It sounds like he links you up with a lot of good, good moves.
What it is that I got a chance to see a different lifestyle, family. I got a chance to see a brotherhood. When I lost my brother to a car accident, I got a chance to see a brotherhood within his family, how he was with his brothers, how his father is and was with him and his brothers and sisters and with his mom, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got a chance to see how they ate together, how they prayed together. And it just balanced me. I was already something special, man, when I was born. I just had to wake up and find out who I was and know my value. And, you know what I'm saying? And my brother Musa, he just was, you know what I'm saying? There's very few people you're going to be able to sit in a foxhole with. And this is somebody I know that regardless, you feel me? Like, you know, he showed over and over and over again endless counts of selfless acts. And, you know, he got business savvy enough to know, like, you know what I'm saying, like to be patient when being impatient won't get you what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So I just respect and love him, man. Like, you know, not as a brother, but as my brother. Like, you feel me? And constantly just wish more success. And everything we touch do great things. We may not be all over the awards all day, every day, but like I say, man, you could be caught up in numbers and let that ruin your life, or you could or you could sleep well with results. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now that's real. That's super real.
Right.
Yeah, because a lot of people get caught up about the wrong stuff. Because it's some terrible stuff out here doing numbers, and it's some high quality stuff out here that ain't doing no numbers.
Yeah, I promise you. I mean, everybody is you know, well, most people are trying to finesse each other, so it makes it hard for people to really get a chance to, you know, learn who they are. You know, so that you lose grind and some time off of that. You know what I'm saying? Think how many girls, not you, but think how many girls some of these little players didn't chase. You know, think how many girls chase the wrong dudes. You feel me? Instead of sitting back and being chose up on. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? What's wrong with your chose up game? I get you like the hustle. I get you like the work for you. I get all that. You heard me?
Yeah.
But when you chose to do something, it is without happen to be spoken on.
Right.
You know what the outcome is. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And that ain't to be played with. Most people refuse to have the patience to let it come to them while doing the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you don't know you don't know exactly what you'll pay yourself on a great job. You got to get there to make it and go from, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you do that off the real first day, 100 G's. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I tell you,
where the money at?
yeah, you got to keep it real with yourself, man. You got to love the work. If you don't love the job, love the thought of getting up and being active and making something out yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So for you, what would that be like if it had to be something to say, all right, if it was up to you, like what would you do? And even no matter the money, like this is what you want to do. So ideally you could do it and it could take care of everything and you would like doing it. You know what I'm saying? But it still takes some work and some, you know what I mean? Some effort.
Me personally, man, I be teaching cooler being session. I teach cats how to step their cool up. You feel me?
You can
Like
probably start a class.
man, coolers in session. I teach cats to start their cool up, and I teach people to turn up their entrepreneurship in their life. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
there you go.
Yeah, them two right there, and the world is your oyster. You feel me? Like, you know, shit, you can enjoy life. It's not to be confused. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna step in the sea or an ocean, whichever I know where sharks reside, and
Right.
not be prepared for sharky situations.
Yeah.
Like that ain't, as they say, no cap, no new era, however they want to call it. You hear me?
Right.
That's just real spill. You feel me? And that's what most people getting at. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you showed me a great business that exists, right? And I'm gonna guarantee you there was some great crimes committed to get that great business.
Somewhere down the line.
This America. If you don't get your hands dirty at some point in time, you ain't living here. You know what I'm saying?
What they say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Hey man, it's a different type of world. You feel me? Like, all you can do is put it down, hope they pick it up. If not, shit, you can't tell me I ain't put it down, though.
Yeah, nah, man. But and see, for you, one of the things I think that's great about you, how you move is, like you said, with that entrepreneurial, you wasn't scared to go independent. You wasn't scared to put your own money in to get that payout, because I think a lot of people, it's hard to grasp that concept of putting stuff a good amount up front, and then you got to take that leap. You got to take that.
Hey,
That's
bro.
the hard part.
Hey, bro. Some people think they know what sacrifice is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Some people think they know. I don't know. You feel me? Some people think sacrificing is going a day without drinking a Coca-Cola.
Right.
I'm saying, like, you feel me? Going a day without eating bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. You talking to a young man that was 20 years old, bro, spending $90,000, not on dope, you know, not on street work. I was spending that on buying CDs, VHS copies of Cannot Burn, and cassettes to put my music out. You heard me? Like, so, you know, that's how I met Jeezy. You know, that's how I met Gucci. They found out there was already fans and supporters of the music, but see, they had found out I was spending my own bread. Them boys like, what? Man, they was like, man, I gotta meet this dude. You heard me? The Redskins, they came to Louisiana, right? They get with the program directors in Baton Rouge, right? Shout out to Jay Tweezer. Man, them boys is bringing them boys to my studio.
Word?
They knew what it was. They knew they was coming to get their mind right. They was coming to get some gas, you heard me? And they was coming down and talk to a boss. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, my story of how I did X, Y, and Z, all my business ain't out there. They just know I survived. Like, you feel me? And I was cool with that. Jeezy wanted to see for himself. He wanted to see for himself. You know, the story was out. I heard you just dropped 100K like yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I just spent 100,000 on a Bennett Boom video. You hear me? I was like, huh, bro? He like, man, yeah, that's crazy. For Jeezy popped off, him and Coach K was trying to fly me to Alabama, trying to get 3 tracks from me on some production, just on some beats.
Damn, when was this? This was in '99.
Just right before that boy dropped Thug Motivation 101.
So like, what happened, y'all?
Like, nah, they end up leaving, and I ended up having some sessions at home, and I didn't know him to say, don't worry about it. I'm gonna move my section around. I'm gonna come out there. But I remember Jesus on the phone, man, look, we're gonna fly to Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Man, so we got all the flight info. And I was like, I got a session. I was like, are y'all serious here? He's like, no, I want them beats. He's like, I want them beats. You heard me? And, so it was probably getting themselves together. Who knows? But shout out to Jeezy, Coach K, Gucci, man. Shorty Red, Zaytoven, and shout out all my guys, man. Just out there swinging their axe, making it work. You heard me?
Nah, that's what's up, man. I didn't even know that y'all had linked like that. That's what's up.
Yeah, one day at a time. You heard me? Like, you'd be surprised, man. Bone Crushers, the David Banners, the Drummer Boy. I discovered Drummer Boy, you know, live out of Memphis. You heard me? who produced
Yes.
my shorty for T-Pain and Plies. That was
Yes.
my call. That was my call. I got an A&R job at Atlantic Records. And boy, in the A&R, the head A&R was like, you know what? You want to be an A&R? You got 3 phone calls to make. I want 3 producers right here the world don't know about right now that's going to be everything in the next 5 years. I called up my 3, and my 3 came through. You heard?
Who was your
Drummer Boy was my first choice. Listen to this track, bitch. You know what I'm saying? He was my first choice. You can ask him. I mean, I got a lot of dudes paid behind the scenes, bro. Pimp C came home. I put him on that feature with T.I. and UGK for that front, back, side to side. Got manufactured producer.
Oh, okay.
That's my call. You know, Webby on Trick Daddy album, Booty Do. Or me on the chorus, International Jones. That's my call. Shout out to Mike Karen at Atlantic Records and APG. They allowed me to get together and make them type of calls, bro. I introduced Gucci Man to Warner Brothers Atlantic Records, man. I've been playing my part. It's just time. Now it's time to talk about it, and now it's time to collect.
Yeah. Nah, that's real. That's real that you was putting those pieces together like that. So I mean, do you kind of feel like for example, like how Gucci was with putting different rappers in place and stuff like that? Y'all, that kind of sounds similar as far as like A&R type of stuff.
Yeah, we had a good time doing it because I was working with real dudes. They respected where I came from. They respected who I was with, and they respected how I was coming.
Yeah.
So after Katrina, I want to stay with Shawty Red for like a year, if
Damn.
not a year and a half, and we just worked, man. We went to the strip club 360 days out of 365 days a year. And
Wait, so where were y'all at? Where were y'all
we was in his house. Thank you. Yeah.
Where was it at?
We was in Atlanta. This was in
Atlanta. Atlanta. Okay, you right.
In Atlanta. It's in
So
Atlanta.
you lived in Atlanta for a year and a half.
Yeah, early in the game.
And
early, right after Katrina, I went out there.
So did you make a lot of music yourself while you was out there?
I produced a lot. I did a lot. I did production for Hurricane Chris, some stuff for Yo Gotti. I don't believe they put that out. Stuff for Boosie, Lil Trill from Trill Entertainment.
Yeah.
Gang of dudes, bro. Gang of artists, man. A lot of artists that kind of came and went. A lot of artists that maybe changed the expression. I worked with Killer Mike early in Dungeon Family days.
Yeah. I know you said you rock with Outkast real heavy.
Man, I sat on Big Boy invited me to the studio to listen to his album. I think his first solo album or his second solo album.
Yeah.
It's like the most recent one that he had put out. And to go sit over there and vibe to this stuff and have somebody I look and respect this much play his album, explaining the songs, and sitting there with Dungeon Family, I was honored. You know what I'm saying? Just totally honored. You know what I'm saying? Because Outkast, I wrote a lot of songs to a lot of Outkast tracks while they have vocals on them. I bought Southern playlists of kind of like funky music and just learned, meshed with their music, loved everything, and then blocked out everything they said to write over their beats because they were so dope. You know what I'm saying?
So like so would you count them as one of your like overall favorite artists? Like if you had to say who your overall favorite is, who would be on that list?
My favorite artist, I would definitely say Outkast, one of my favorite groups. UGK, 8Ball and MJG. I like South Circle. I like West Side Connection. Early on, my immediate influences was Eric B. and Rakim, Big Daddy Gainz, That's a Sonic, Public Enemy, Chuck D.
So how did that come to be? It's like the people you were hanging out with in New Orleans, weren't most of them on the bounce though?
I mean, a lot of people are on bounce, but that's just like anywhere. You can go to D.C. and they got go-go as being a heavy influence, but at the same time, you got the likes of Shy Glizzy, Wale.
Oh yeah, shout out Shy Glizzy.
Yeah, so you got all these different genres of music within a city and a place, state, and a culture where it's known for a whole another genre on a more of a city cultural, you know what I'm saying? Like
I thought that
tourism, like.
Yeah, I thought that New Orleans, they were bigger on West Coast than New York. I thought.
Nah, believe it or not, man, we love it all. New Orleans, we love it all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we love East Coast rap, we love West Coast, Midwest. We like what we like. You feel me? We dress more and act on more of us and a little bit of East and a little bit of West.
Right.
You know, we wear Timbs and, you know, fresh butters and, you know what I'm saying, fresh denims and wild, crazy bubble coats. You know, we love swag. You know, we love pizzazz. You feel me? So that's, you know, I think the closest thing I've seen to our vibe of dressing and stuff is like Harlem. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes we can get a little flashy. That's where the term hot boy comes from. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you're going to see me when I pull up. You feel me?
Yeah. So I thought that, you know, back then, one thing I always wondered, this kind of a different topic about New Orleans is like with the wars, like Hollygrove and Magnolia and Calliope and all that when y'all was coming up. It seemed like from what I've heard, a lot of y'all live real like close to each other. Like if you look at you and like some different artists from Cash Money and stuff like that, like y'all, it seemed like y'all repping the same areas.
Well, Uptown is like, let's say Uptown is its own area. That can consist of the 3rd Ward, 12th Ward, you hear me? That could be the 10th, you know what I'm saying? And downtown, like 9th Ward, you hear me? We grew up off of wards, WARDS, wards. Yeah. You hear me? And then, so, you know, Uptown was big, though. You hear me? Uptown, everybody, to me, Uptown was just where it was at, you hear me? Like, we got some of the dopest rappers ever in the world, dopest artists. Uptown is where it's at. We got that, you feel me? The whole city is on bubble, on straight smash, you feel me? Right. East Bank to West Bank, but that Uptown, I don't know, fam. Like, you know, Hollywood Grove from Uptown, feel me? Me, Lil Wayne, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. You feel me? Like, you got to go to different wards. Everybody got their own special something. 9th Ward got Magic, Most Wanted Posse, you know what I'm saying? Different areas got different things. You feel me? 7th Ward got Mia X, you know what I'm saying? MCL, Crazy, some other artists too. I just can't think of the back. But yeah, man. And the West Bank had MC Thick, Tim Smooth, G Slim. Rest in peace to G Slim, man. You heard me? First time I ever met a Photos Gangsta Crip. You know what I'm saying? From off the West Bank of New Orleans, from Hollywood, you feel me? Yeah, look, a homie said 9th Ward got Kid, you feel me? Like, yeah, shout out to Kid too, you feel me? Like, so, you know, we had our own little something going on, but at the end of the day, man, shit, the city was pressure. It still is.
Because the more I hear about it, I'm just like, damn, y'all had endless talented people out there just doing it up, and I'm just like, I'm trying to picture like what was high school like out there? Was it popping off like that with the
dangerous? High school was dangerous as the fuck.
Yeah.
High school was dangerous. It was dangerous.
The way you said that made it sound real crazy.
It was just dangerous, fam. Like, I don't know what people experience, but it was dangerous, fam. Like, you could be coming out the bathroom, you hear me, and somebody wrap your head with a nylon jacket and just beat your ass, you black out, you feel me? Like, it's happening. It could be anybody, you know what I mean? Shout out to PMW out the 4th Ward and bust down, no doubt. Yeah, so it was just crazy, man. I remember getting ready for school, getting ready for football practice, you know, taking off, you know, my jacket, putting it in my locker, you heard me? You know, get my jacket, put it in the locker, and next thing excuse me, this is President Leroy Gray. There will be no extracurricular sports this evening because a young man was shot and killed behind an 8-ball jacket. So I'm asking there will be no football practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, shit, let me call me a ride. I got my brother 8-ball jacket in the locker. Let me call me a ride right now. You heard me?
Yeah, that's a real announcement that you were here.
Yeah, bro, it was real. And walking to the bus stop any day, you get your ass handed to you, homie.
Yeah, no, I mean, that sound like some of the stuff. But I had a dude. I was in a youth group a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was a kid from New Orleans. I got cool with him. We was just hanging out, chilling, whatever. He got into it with some dude. And he hit the nigga with an iron. And I said, I ain't never seen nobody hit somebody with an iron. I said, well, I'm glad he's cool with me. I said,
hey, I gotta see tomorrow. If you ain't got it right, if you ain't know you gotta see, I gotta see tomorrow. And we was raised off survival, like most people. Where I'm from is a third world country domestically. You know, it's in the United States, but shit real. Like, you feel me? Like, we're the most hospitable people in the world, but your ass can end up in the hospital too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think, and honestly, it's just like any other neighborhood or city. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a pulse of the people, bro. Like, years and years and years and years of working on our people. You feel me?
Yeah. Because you know, y'all got a lot of history, like with like French, like even with French people in Louisiana. So y'all really got a deep rooted history when you put all that together.
What it is that a lot of prisoners, when prisons were overpopulated, a lot of prisoners, they would go dump them off on the Mississippi River, go dump them in New Orleans and let them just loose in New Orleans, you feel me? So you got a lot of great people, a lot of criminals, you hear me? A lot of killers, dealers. You know, it's just time repeating itself, but you also got beautiful culture. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't know why we support and we praise the Indians like we do as far as people of color, just supporting indigenous people. You know what I'm saying? When the so-called, black folk or slaves were so-called set free, you know, then you had the police badge, of course, going around basically arresting you from just hanging around doing whatever. So while these so-called, this fictitious thing of letting you think you were free and we running around in New Orleans, the Indians were indigenous people, they were already here. So they couldn't just arrest them or just make them slaves all the time. So, you know what I'm saying, you had to respect them. They was here their own land. Well, what happened was some of my people would run and mixed up some of these tribes and we favored each other. So what would happen is they'd dress us up in their skins and their feathers, and we'd be able to get past some of these patrolmen trying to arrest us for no good, you feel me? So that's why we celebrate the Indians like we do, because those are people that helped and protected us during a lot of times are going on, you feel me, being people of color. You feel me? Yeah, it's some deep history down here. Like, it's real. Like, you know, a lot of people get the violence of thinking of something, but that's a whole nother monster of its own. You feel me? Like, that ain't the richest thing here. You feel me?
Right.
And that's not the most popularized thing where I'm at. You feel me? Yeah, it's wealthy people down here, you know, wealthy culture, wealthy spirits, wealthy food, you know, wealthy thinking. You know what I mean? A lot of landowners too. Free Corey Miller, that's what it's about, bro.
Yeah, no, man, and I appreciate you talking about that, because, like you said, a lot of people get caught up on the negative and the violent side of it, but they don't like to talk about the good side of it. Like you said, clearly, for y'all to have so much talent to be so successful in so many different ways, there clearly is a wealth of knowledge and hard work and determination that y'all got out there. So, you know, I've always been a fan of damn near everything New Orleans. You know, I'm from Virginia Beach, you know, 757. But yeah, New Orleans, man, I always been a fan of y'all. Y'all, you know, the people, the culture, the artists, definitely no limit, cash money.
That's too
everybody.
Good.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, I definitely I could talk all day. You know, the time is running out. We got about 20 seconds, but I would say I appreciate it, man. And you know, best of wishes with everything else you got going on, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Z Highlight. Appreciate you for having me in VA. I want you to know it's Love 757. It's been love. My new album, International Jones. That one song is available. Uno 30, your neighborhood hero, J Jones.